Welcome to Jackal DIY and Tech. In today's video, I'll show you how to connect this printer, which is the Brother MFC-L2800DW, to Wi-Fi, and possibly also how you can use both either the Wi-Fi and the Ethernet, so any PC on the network can print to it, and also use your phone or tablet. So the first thing that you need to do, and let me see if you actually see the screen, which might be a bit difficult to see, but hopefully you will see it. So the first thing that you need to do is press the Wi-Fi button, and now you can select what you want. So you have up and down arrow keys. So first you have find network, then you have VLAN Wi-Fi, VLAN VPS, port and VPS pin, restore VLAN, VLAN status, MAC address, default settings, enable VLAN. So let's see, what do I want? Now ideally this would actually have VLAN or Wi-Fi direct, so both the Wi-Fi and the PC could use it. So let me see if I actually have this in the menu. So we have network, okay. So we have wired LAN Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct, okay, so we do have that. Now the downside is if you use just the Wi-Fi or the Ethernet, you can only use one or the other, you can't use both of them. So I think this is the option that I need if I want to use my phone and also be able to connect with the PC. Wi-Fi direct, so manual settings, group owner, push button, pin code, information about the device, information about the status, enable IF. So I think I have to enable this and enable. Okay, we'll see if that has done something. Now the second thing that you need is to download the Brother, what is it, iPrint app. You then launch it and you have a bunch of options. I will put this on the screen as well as I have this recording on the phone. So Wi-Fi direct is what I want and hopefully I will find something. And it does find it, look at that. Connect to it. Do I have any instructions on the device? Not really. I mean, I can go back. And maybe if I press the Wi-Fi button, will it connect to it now? I'm not really sure which option I have to choose. So maybe just find the network, because it has to connect to the network, I guess. Though I'm not really sure if that is what I want. So this is my LAN. And that's it. Okay, so I will connect to it, I guess. I need to type in the password. Let me do just that using the keyboard. Not to type in the numbers. I thought you would just hold it. But apparently you just need to press a bunch of times until you get to the numbers. Okay. Use settings. Yes. Now this LED, the Wi-Fi button, is blinking when it's connecting and it stays green when it's connected. Okay. So now I should have a Wi-Fi connection, but I'm not really sure that this is what I want. Because I think if I go to my PC, this will not work through the Ethernet. Cannot connect, yes, this was Wi-Fi direct. Can it connect to it now? I somehow doubt it. And maybe this also has something to do with the phone model, I do not know. But let me go back. Can I go back? And see if I can connect to it using the Wi-Fi now. But this is a different connection. This is using my home Wi-Fi. it's not connecting directly to the device. And that is assuming that this will actually find it. I will let the phone do its thing. If it manages to find something, in the meantime, let me just try to see if the printer is online. It does show it at the moment. Let me use F5. Oh, it's still online, surprisingly. And can I maybe print something to it? Now we'll see if the printer does something. Currently it says it's in the deep sleep state. Maybe it needs a little bit until it gets the command, so it wakes up and does the printing, but at the moment though nothing is happening, and maybe that is because it has a Wi-Fi connection, it doesn't have the wired connection. So if I could maybe somehow now if I use the wired connection, this should work and start printing. VLAN Wi-Fi, no, I want this one, Wi-Fi direct, so I can also use the Ethernet. Now if I do the manual, okay, I guess. Oh, so now it mentions some password that I did not remember. But where do I then put this password? Oh, I guess the password is for the phone app. But for a moment here, maybe I did this a little bit too quick. I actually saw the device. Now I have to go back though, because I set this back to Wi-Fi direct. So it does find the device. Will it try to connect to it? Who knows? If it does try to connect to it, I'm guessing that's where I actually should be able to input the password. But as I said, my phone is a little bit finicky the last couple of months. Maybe I just have to confirm this, but in that case I have to write down the password. So that is the password. Let's press OK. No, nothing happens. Oh, so my Android device also needs to use this SSID. So I have to change my Wi-Fi. Oh, it found something again. I mean, yeah, of course it found it, but it's not using the same Wi-Fi. So basically the way I understand it is this device, the printer is putting out its own Wi-Fi. Mine does not find it, so I cannot connect to it. Let me just use a different phone and see if that one actually finds the printer. Now I just quickly borrowed this phone, so let me try to connect to the Wi-Fi, see if it actually finds it. Will it not find it automatically? Refresh. Would I have to add it manually? That would kind of suck because the name is quite long. So let me go to network again, Wi-Fi tract. So this is manual. And then we have the SSID, which again it's quite long. Well, I added it. Why don't I see it? So even this phone has some issue. Oh, Wi-Fi direct. Other forms of connection. Well, here it finds it. Okay, so it's a different kind of connection. I'm invited. Okay, can I connect to it? And how do I now connect to it? Maybe now I would actually need to download the app. Maybe. So let me download the app quickly. So the app has been downloaded. Once it is, you have to give it access to the phone so you can actually print it. You have to read through all of this or just scroll down. Then you can decide if you want to send the information or not. Then agree to this and the app will open. I will select the device, and now I have this Wi-Fi direct. It needs to access device location. Yes, allow. It finds it. Okay. And now I've went in again to see if I can actually connect to this using the Wi-Fi direct option. But maybe now I actually have to go into this extra settings, Wi-Fi direct. And like so. I have no idea how this Wi-Fi direct actually works. Now I did see a bunch of people have some issues with Wi-Fi, so maybe this is one of those issues. Now this Wi-Fi direct option is not doing its job, at least not at the moment. And now it says no devices, press OK. And we're back in the Wi-Fi direct settings. Now this is enabled, I have enabled it, so that should be okay. Let's go back and maybe just enable the Wi-Fi. And now this time the printer will connect to my home network. Okay, I have to type in the password again. It's connecting again. Once the LED stops blinking, it's connected. It says connected, press OK. That's it. We can go back. Let's go back on the phone, go to selecting of the device, find the device using the Wi-Fi, see if this phone finds it faster than mine, and maybe I can also do the same on my phone. So this one found it. It says another app required. I have no idea why. Use Mobile Connect. This model is compatible with Mobile Connect. Heck is this? Another app. So the first two comments, one said the app was the best, the other one, it couldn't find the device even with manually inputting the IP. So that phone could connect to it. Mine still does not show anything. So I have no idea how long this takes on my phone. It is a little bit old, so maybe that's why it's taking so long. It did find it. I also need another app, so I have no idea why they need two apps. So the app has installed. Let's see what the app is. Well, this is just stupid. I downloaded the app and they already have a new update. That's so silly. I don't want to register it. I just want to connect to it. I mean, this is Wi-Fi, I connected to it. Would I have to also enable it? I mean, I think it's enabled once you sign in. At least that should be the case, shouldn't it? Okay, so let's type in the name. MFC-L28, the first one on the list. Press and hold the Wi-Fi button. Press and hold the Wi-Fi button on your machine's control panel for more than 2 seconds. Confirm that Jack PC device appears on your machine's LCD. So let me go back. Connect to the Wi-Fi network setup. on the next screen. Okay, so this has displayed. I just don't know what it means in Slovenian. And in English it should be check PC device. Okay, so confirm, checking. Okay, connect. So now I will connect the machine to my home network. I'll just put in the password. So I've typed in the password to my home network. Okay, connect. And in this case, I guess it is just this mobile device that will be connected to the printer. So you'll have to repeat this for every device. Now it says connected. Press OK. And now it's adding the machine to this app. I mean, it's kind of not ideal. Ideal would be that this is like a access point. You just connect to it and that's it. So this is now connected to my home network. And how do I now print with it? Let's see. Okay, you can now use the machine on your mobile device. If you want to operate the machine from your PC, you must set it up on your PC. Setup is complete. I kind of doubt it. My PC does not have Wi-Fi. So basically it's asking me to do something once more to install the app also on the PC. Now you didn't see me do this, but basically I had to install another app also from Brother. This one is it visible? Let's see. So I know it's this one, this kind of icon. And the name is, so the iPrint and Scan. I think this one is used if you directly connect to the printer. If you use the home network, you use this one. Now how you print using the phone or a tablet is basically you select the document. You also then select how you want to open the document. In this case it's this app. Then the document will load. In this case it's a 2-page PDF and it takes quite a long time, at least in my opinion, to load this in. Also the two-sided was disabled, so if you want to enable the two-sided option, you should enable it. And now this is loaded and it did load slowly. As you could see, it didn't load the 2 pages immediately, but now hopefully when I press print something will happen. Okay, so it's getting the data. And the paper came out. Now the print quality is good, at least in my opinion. Everything is quite visible. So yeah, I am happy with the quality, not so much with the setting up. Also when you connect the device to the Ethernet and maybe also the LAN cable, the time will adjust on its own. Let me adjust the ISO so you can see it. So the time will be displayed at the top, but it needs some time to go out of this state. Well, maybe not. So what I said is the last thing that I can check is the network. Wi-Fi direct, was it? The Wi-Fi direct. And to have this group owner, so number 2. Enable it. What does that do? I guess I'll have to find out. So I can select the device, maybe, who knows. Let's go to the Wi-Fi settings. Oh, it finds it. Look at that, it finds it. Oh my god, what does that mean? Is that the password from previously? Let me type it in. Okay, so this is the password that the device gave me previously when I wanted to connect to it using Wi-Fi Direct. Let's see if it works. Authenticating. No. Well, how do I know what the password is? I did not set any password to the device. So, good news, I guess. I went to the network settings, Wi-Fi Direct, and it said manual, of course, and the only thing that I have done is press right, and now the name is displayed, but also the password, which is different than the one that I was given previously. So let me test this out. So let me connect to it. Connected, no internet. Okay, so this is good. Connected. Press on the OK button. Now my Wi-Fi is a little bit picky. My phone tells me if I want to stay connected to the Wi-Fi, I have to give it permission. Otherwise, it would connect to a Wi-Fi that actually has internet access. So this was me picking the manual mode, pressing OK and pressing right. Then I got the SSID and the password. As you can see, Wi-Fi Direct. And this is the home screen. So now let me try to print with the phone using the direct mode, but then I should also be able to print using the PoE, I mean the Ethernet. So let me go to the files. So now I only have one option, so, well, I have a bunch of options. So this would be, is it mobile connect as well? Let me see if I can connect to it using the iPrint and scan, and it is. So this is the app that you use, in this case, if you have Wi-Fi Direct two-sided on. Can it not be? But now I don't have any devices, what? I connected to it. Oh. So I have no devices, because I have not set any, I guess. In this case, I'll choose Wi-Fi Direct. It found it. Now it found it quickly. Now the SSID. It gave me an indication, do I want to connect to it? Press up for OK. Yes. Now it's connecting. Oh, come on, you're like 5 centimeters away. I have no idea how many connections they need to actually get this to work. Like, the phone is already connected. Why does it have to connect again? I'll tell you what though, maybe the Wi-Fi works, but up to this point it was a pain in the butt and it's still not working. So it cannot connect to it. Yay! But maybe that's because the SSID is actually different than, you know, the one it's connected to. See, the SSID is different. It has this OL MFC in the name. This one does not. Yeah, the Wi-Fi Direct is on. So this one cannot connect to it. Maybe. Let me try opening the file in the other app. So in this one. No, in the Mobile Connect one. If somehow this one will work. In that case, I have no idea why you would need the iPrint and Scan app. This time it says no devices found, press OK. So maybe this will load, but it actually will not be able to communicate with the printer. So this has loaded. If I print this now, well, but this now is connecting. Oh, so once it's done printing, it displays the time. and this is synced automatically if using Wi-Fi or the LAN cable or even the USB cable. But if you just plug it in and don't set it up, then the time will be off. Anyway, the Mobile Connect app works even though I've used direct Wi-Fi, which is now just confusing me. So the wired mode, I mean the Wi-Fi direct, is not working as intended. At least that would be my guess. So the wired LAN works, I have tested that. This also works, and this also works, but only for the Wi-Fi. Let me try this again, like, do I have anything else? Actually, I had to set up the group owner for the Wi-Fi to pick up. Have the push button, the pin code, and information about the device, and the status information. Oh, is it disabled? Let's see. Oh, it's enabled. Maybe I can try it again manually. So I do this. Oh, so this was done manually, or what? But in any case, this is not the point. The point is that the LAN is not printing. And also, once you do this, as you can see, you can press any button that you want. It's just not responding. Even if you say, oops, I want to go back, you cannot. Unless maybe you have to press the button. Maybe if I press the Wi-Fi button, will it disable it? Also no. The options also don't work. Nothing actually responds. If you want to cancel this, even if you press the stop button, which is just on the right, this one, the red one, faintly visible. Oh, that does work. Okay, let me try again. So this Wi-Fi direct manual stop. Yeah, okay, stop actually does work. Nothing else does. So my Wi-Fi experience is not the best. So what I will do is actually just use the wired mode. TCP/IP looks okay. Actually, you have to use the Ethernet. The TCP/IP would have to be done manually. This is done automatically. Status wired. You can also use the MAC address, and you have to enable it. So as you can see, it's disabled, so you have to enable it. Okay, now it's enabled. And also now, as you can see, when I enabled it, the Wi-Fi is off. If I go to Ethernet, it's automatic, so that's okay. So you either use up or down to change the modes or use automatically. So the stop exit button goes all the way to the home menu. And now if I print something using the PC, it should print. Let me try this again. Yep, it worked as you saw, printed on both sides, but it did take like 10 seconds for it to actually get the command to print. It wasn't instantaneously when I pushed the button. And just to test it out, once the Wi-Fi is off, I should not be able to connect to it, though I do see it on this one. Can I connect to it still? Using the password that it gave me previously because I did not save it. So I did manage to connect to it, as you can see. And I will try to print a file again. I will be using the Mobile Connect app. So this should load it in. If it will actually be able to print, we'll see. So if it does, that's good. And that also means that the Wi-Fi light does not need to always shine. I will test out this PDF it is still loading, so the app is not that fast, and I have no idea how many pages this has. I think it's kind of a book, so can I limit number of pages? Select pages, so I can also limit the number of pages that this will print out. Maybe like so. No specify pages. So we have select all, select none, and like so, but then you go like specify pages, and it asks you which page. Like I just gave you my input, so what, you just do it like this and you go back. Okay, so that side of the app is not as intuitive. Now the moment of truth, I guess, will be to print these pages out. Almost. Well, I'll be holy cannelloni. So the printer can print out using just the LAN cable and also the Wi-Fi connection without actually the Wi-Fi light having to be on. I guess this is if the printer is running Wi-Fi mode only when the light is on. So this has taken me probably 1.5 hours to figure out. So the documentation is severely lacking in my opinion. So brother, do something about that. Also, what you could do is, well, besides the documentation, maybe some guide. And also, why have two apps if one of them is basically useless? Now that's it for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful and I actually managed to get it down to something watchable, like 5 minutes, instead of an hour and a half. And if you want to see more videos about the broader ecosystem, let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next one.